100.5 Lee County News and Sports YouTube at HobbsAmerica.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Lee County State Bank, Lasco Construction, Divine Energy, Hobbs Express, Thriftway in La Tienda, Master Plumbers, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bel Air Bowl, Cannon Safety, TDS, the First American Bank of Hobbs, Forest Tire Company, Badger, NMR, Zamora's Car Care, Ampersand Media and Design, and the model inside the Broadmoor Mall. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan on assignment back in Lee County tonight, and welcome to day 2 of the 2025 edition of the APS Metro Tournament as the Hobbs Lady Eagles taking on a familiar opponent in the Volcano Vista Lady Hawks. And of course, the way the scheduling and the seating all works, of course we're at Volcano Vista High School for this one. Looking forward, though, to what should be a good game earlier this evening in the APS Metro over on the boys' side of things. In the consolation bracket, the Hobbs Eagles victorious over Valley, and they will move on into action Friday night at 7 o'clock against the winner of West Mesa and El Dorado. For the Hobbs Lady Eagles coming into this one tonight, the winner of this game will take on the winner of Albuquerque High and Rio Rancho, which is also getting underway here in just a few minutes. Of course, if you missed last night's action, the Hobbs Lady Eagles took down a very game Hope Christian team 65-31, but it was not always the most comfortable of games in that one. But the Lady Eagles coming out victorious, led last night by Brett Clay with 19 points. Nakaya Mojica with 11 points last night, and then 9 points for Brent Hargrove, 8 for Kendall Cunningham, your high point ladies for Hobbs. They won the rebounding battle all kinds of ways. They out-rebounded the team last night. Hope Christian almost doubled them up as Hobbs had 36 rebounds in that game. I think it was 21 final on the board totals for Hope Christian. But coming into this one, the 13-1 Lady Eagles know they are going to have a battle on their hands against Coach Lisa Villarreal and her Volcano Vista Lady Hawks. Now, they are 7-2 on the year, and right now in the Max Preps rankings, they are number 7 in Class 5A. They got here by defeating El Dorado last night, 59-31. A team, of course, Hobbs absolutely demolished back in the holiday tournament. But if you're thinking, Volcano Vista, why does that name sound familiar? Well, it seems like we run into them at the pit in the state tournament every year, and it was actually Volcano Vista last year that knocked Hobbs out in the semifinal round, 49-42. Of course, the game you heard right here on Eagle 100.5. So the Lady Eagles looking for a little revenge and looking to move forward still in the championship bracket here at the APS Metro Tournament. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and continue with your Lady Eagle pregame show. Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball continues in a moment on Eagle 100.5 KEJL, Humble City, Hobbs.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
And welcome back to Volcano Vista High School, round 2 of the 2025 APS Metro Tournament from the gym they call the Ring of Fire. It's a battle of the Raptors tonight. Raptors as in big birds, not scaly dinosaurs. The Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Volcano Vista Lady Hawks. I'm TJ Miracle, Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing. So keys to the game in this one for the Hobbs Lady Eagles. Well, they've just got to be the Hobbs Lady Eagles. If they do what they do, which is move the ball incredibly well, play well in transition, find the open shooter, find the open lane, they should be just fine no matter what Volcano Vista can throw at them. Now, that being said, that it's always easier said than done, especially with Volcano Vista. Coach Lisa Villarreal, if there's any coach in the state other than maybe the guy at Sandia that might have the combination to the Hobbs Eagle lock, it is Coach Villarreal. So they're going to do what they do. They're going to look to frustrate Hobbs inside. Hope Christian did a pretty good job of that for much of last night, closing off lanes, and when they did get penetration, collapsing 3 girls in on whoever managed to get it, and that really frustrated Hobbs at least through portions of that game last night. Look for Volcano Vista to do that. Look for them to try and get their big guns open. Of course, the biggest of which is Mila Espinosa. I believe she's just I'll have to double check, but just a junior this year, but averaging just under 19 points per game. She is their leading point producer. Jalissa Hines not far behind her, though, with 10.5 points. They're going to be the 2 girls that you have to spend the most time paying attention to, but they do have a couple other girls that are capable of really doing some damage, including Adriana Zavala, averaging about 7.5 points per game, but she really works the boards as she's averaging nearly 8 rebounds per game. Zoe Loretto can also put up some points, as can Mia Zuniga. So they've got a deep, balanced team, as you would expect for a team that's been in the state finals, I believe, the last 3 seasons consecutively. So a team that can definitely give the Hobbs Eagles some trouble if Hobbs is even the slightest bit off their game. I have not heard the status for tonight of Caselyn Muniz, but I believe I did see her out on crutches earlier, so that'll be a big loss for Hobbs, especially coming off the bench, as Caselyn was able to do a lot of things extremely well and find some open shots, and along with Aliana Armitage off the bench could really be a spark for the Lady Eagles. So if they are down her tonight, that could be a big loss for the Hobbs Lady Eagles, but you got to adjust and you got to play with the team you've got. And the Hobbs Lady Eagles are here, and they will be ready to do everything they can to get the victory and move on to Friday night over at Sandia High School against the winner of Albuquerque High and Rio Rancho. Now, the loser of this game will move on. Also will play at 7 o'clock on Friday night. They'll be over at Albuquerque High against the team that falls on the other side of the bracket here tonight, as the Lady Eagles and the Lady Hawks continue their warm-ups tonight. Looks like Hobbs again will be the road team. I think the way they did the bracket, I think unless Hobbs gets through to the championship game, they would be the road team pretty much throughout the rest of this tournament. But hey, that's okay. Decent crowd on hand here tonight at Volcano Vista High School. Not the easiest school in the world to get to, especially in Albuquerque rush hour traffic, but thanks to the staff here at Volcano Vista being very nice and as accommodating as they can be. Of course, if you're joining us on YouTube, on the Lee County News and Sports YouTube channel or HobbsAmerica.com, you notice there is no video picture up, as the Albuquerque Public Schools will not allow us to live video stream these games. Unfortunately, they want you to spend $20 per game for a service which may or may not work. We don't agree with that, but as we've been told by the state commission, their school, their rules. So, you know, we will play by those rules whether we like them or not. But a big thanks again to all of our sponsors. If you're watching, you see them there at the bottom of your screen. If you're listening, you hear them. They're here on the radio on Eagle 100.5 and the Eagle 100.5 app. Support those businesses because they make it to where we never have to charge you and we never have to beg you for donations to watch your kids and your teams play. So the two teams preparing for the national anthem. We will be back with the starting lineups and the tip-off. Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball continues on KEJL, Humble City Hobbs, and the Lee County News and Sports YouTube channel.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your bike to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Attention oil patch companies. Is your team safety training ready to go on location? If you need safe land, CPR, and H2S training, Cannon Safety is who you need. They'll get you squared away with NCCE ROQs and pipeline training. Cannon Safety has a variety of BW, Honeywell, H2S, and multi-gas personal monitors starting at $99. Nothing is more important than your company's safety. Don't waste any more time. Get a Cannon Safety professional on the job today. Google Cannon Safety Hobbs or call 575-738-0001.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby! Definitely good, healthy fun with family and friends is what you get at Bel Air Bowl, the only place to bowl for nearly 100 miles around. You can grab a snack and bowl, play pool, or even video arcade. They're the perfect place for a birthday party. Bel Air Bowl has got you covered and can make it happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They are located behind Big Lots in the Bel Air Shopping Center. Where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Badger, the largest hydrovac and excavation company in New Mexico and Texas, is hiring. CDL drivers start at $27 per hour, plus all major benefits for you and the family, and a 401k. Apply today at 2814 West County Road in Hobbs. Badger is an equal opportunity employer.
1 on the year, led by Joey Carpenter. Starters will be Madison Zepeda, Brett Clay, Nakaya Mojica, Bryn Hargrove, and Kendall Cunningham. For the home team, Volcano Vista Hawks under head coach Lisa Villarreal, 7-2 on the year. Their starters, number 11, Jalissa Hines, number 14, Adriana Zavala, number 23, Mila Espinosa, 24, Mia Zuniga, and 34, Zoe Loretto. So it'll be Loretto taking the jump against Cunningham as we are ready to go from the Ring of Fire round 2 here at the APS Metro Tournament. And the opening tip-off will be controlled as it goes into the hands of Clay. Clay takes it top of the arc, will swing it out to Cunningham at the left elbow. She takes it into the high post, puts up the floater, no good, and flashing through and getting the rebound will be Zavala. Just got positioning and made a good board. So no score yet in this one as Volcano Vista brings it down. Get it to Zavala, now to Espinosa. Left wing for 3 on the way. That one is off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Loretto winds up with it. Her putback no good, but she will be fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. A couple of Lady Eagles in the neighborhood. They're going to whistle Kendall for that one. Her first personal, first team foul on Hobbs. So Volcano Vista with a chance to strike first from the charity stripe as Loretto's first is up, and it is no good. So 30 seconds into this one. Still waiting for the ice to be broken. Loretto's second is up, and she gets that one to go. And Volcano Vista takes the early 1-0 lead. So on the inbound, a little backcourt pressure from Volcano Vista. If there's a team that knows how to break it, it's Hobbs. It'll come to Zepeda, picks up the dribble, slings it near side, to Hargrove. Now no look pass, back door to Cunningham. Foul not going to be called. Kendall shot up, no good. And on the tip, it'll be Hines with the rebound. Volcano Vista will bring it back down. They'll get it into the corner to Espinosa. Palms the ball, but no call again. She'll flip it around, comes near side to Zuniga. Zuniga with Zapata on her very tight. Back to Espinosa, and Brett Clay will step in the way and take that one away. Bounce pass to Zapata, coming through, and no look, and puts it up and misses the point-blank layup. Battle on the left side for the rebound and goes out of bounds. Last touched by Volcano Vista. So Hobbs has missed a couple of short ones. And it'll be Armitage checking in to Clay. Top of the arc off the inbound for three. That one no good. Hargrove with the rebound. Bryn will flash through. Passes out to Armitage, and she's going to go hard to the floor. And you've got one ref saying charge. You've got another saying block. I'm pretty sure it's a block foul. They decide it is the block foul. It will be on the floor. Let's see who they put that one up on. It'll be Loretto, her first personal, first team foul. Mohican inbound. It gets it to Cunningham in the right wing. Now to the free throw line with Brett Clay, and it'll hit the official and stay in bounds. Hobbs gets a break there to Hargrove. Thinks about the three as Espinosa picks her up quickly after reset. Hobbs works it around the arc from the left to the right. Now back out to Hargrove. Left wing for three. That one is too hard, off the mark. Ball loose on the floor, and Aliana Armitage comes away with it. Armitage dribbles through traffic and through the paint. Gets it tipped, but it'll wind up in the hands of Hargrove. Once again, top of the arc. Gets a screen from Cunningham. Does not use it. Takes it in. Now to Armitage. Drives left baseline. Is going to be run out by three different Lady Hawks. To Hargrove for three. Left wing. No good. And it'll be Loretto bringing it down for Volcano Vista. Now to Espinosa. Papa's shot, and it is good. They left her wide open. Didn't get back in time to cover, and Volcano Vista up early, 4-0, and Joey Carpenter says, all right, let's talk about this, girls. 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Volcano Vista 4. Hobbs trying to get on the board. Back in 30 here on Eagle 100.5.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Coach Joey Carpenter calls a timeout with his team trailing 4-0. 2 minutes gone here in the first. It will be Lady Eagles basketball. A slow start kept the game yesterday close through the first three quarters. Then Hobbs caught on fire. Volcano Vista, a bird of a different color, if you will, though, as opposed to the Hope Christian Huskies. Hobbs has had their opportunities. They've missed 2 point-blank shots. So it'll be Hargrove controlling out of the timeout into the front court. Mojica right wing for three. Nakaya, that one is off the mark. No block out, and it'll be Zavala with her second rebound. Volcano Vista back down the court. On the reach in, Hines controls it. Now they'll toss it back out to Espinosa. Espinosa to Zavala. Zavala picks up the dribble, flips it back out to Espinosa in front of the scorer's table, working the far side of the court. Volcano Vista moving right to left and going in, and they will call the foul. They're going to get Cunningham for that one. I think Kendall got the worst of that one. As Carolina Size will check in for Bryn Hargrove. Actually, they're going to call that on Armitage. Her first personal, second team foul. On the inbound, almost stolen away by Brett Clay in the right lane, but it is knocked away, so it'll be Hines to inbound it. From the left of the Hobbs bench. She puts it in to Espinosa back at midcourt. Nakaya Mojica picks her pocket. Lady Eagle basketball. They force 2 turnovers. Pop a shot. Left wing for three. It is off the mark. Battle for the rebound and out of bounds. And they're going to say Armitage touched as she was battling with Zuniga. Though Hobbs is yet to find the range. Still looking for their first points of the ballgame. Nearly 3 minutes into this one. Full court pressure on. Man press for the Lady Eagles. Zuniga to Loretto, and Loretto too hard. Zuniga can't control it. It goes off of her foot and out. That'll be the third turnover for Volcano Vista. Hobbs has yet to be able to cash in. Carolina Size will inbound it. Size, Armitage, Clay, Cunningham And Mojica on the floor and a bad pass. That one will be knocked away and stolen away. Goes into the hands of Loretto to Hines. She'll take the underhand scoop shot up. No good. It is Loretto there with the rebound. Her putback no good. And finally, Armitage outbattles everybody for the basketball. Move it forward. Push it to Cunningham. Too hard to handle, but it is up and off of the pass. No good as the putback by Mojica, and it'll be brought down. Then Cunningham will strip it away from Loretto and puts it up and in. Finally, Hobbs on the board off of a defensive steal and penetration transition. So 4-2, 4:20 remaining here in the first. Hobbs trails by a bucket. Off of the screen, finally breaking the pressure. Espinosa to the front court. Now to Hines, left wing. Her three ball is too hard, off the mark. And it'll be Brett Clay who says, I'll just take that. Goes up over everybody. Pushes it forward to Mojica. Mojica to Size. Right corner, three ball up, and that one is no good. And on the rebound, Cunningham will save it and throws it off of the leg of Hines. Wow, they're going to say Kendall's foot went down before she threw it off of Hines. Almost a great play on the right base, but the man in stripes didn't see it that way. As Madison Zepeda and Bryn Hargrove check back into the ball game for the Lady Eagles. 3:58 to go in the first. Hobbs trailing 4-2. Have yet to get warmed up good. The inbound will come to Hines. Picks up her dribble. Needs some help. He'll just have to shovel it over to Zuniga on the far side. They'll finally get it across the timeline with Loretto, who immediately hands it back to Hines. To Espinosa. Zepeda gets on her tight. To Loretto. Bad pass stolen away as Hargrove will step into traffic and take it away from the Lady Hawks. She'll take it through. Goes in the runner from 10. No good. Ball is loose. Fight for the rebound will be collected in the deep left corner by Hines. Her second board of the ball game. The ice-cold shooting continues on a cold night here in Albuquerque. Hines, no-look pass. Left wing, Espinosa, three ball on the way, and it is good. Espinosa back-to-back trays has made this a 7-2 ball game. You cannot lose her. To Clay, left wing, the other way for three. It is in and out, and Espinosa will get the rebound and fall hard to the floor, but somehow keep it alive without traveling. Pushes to Loretto, and then it'll be Mojica who tries to take it away. Gets run over and stepped on. No call, and it'll go out of bounds, and they're going to say Volcano Vista basketball. 3 minutes to go as Coach Joey Carpenter bringing Mojica over to the sideline. He's going to send in some reinforcements as Nakaya went down hard. Yes, she can't believe that they didn't, and they're going to be checking her hand as she got her hand stepped on after she got bumped from behind and went to the floor. As the inbound will come to Hines, and then they're going to call the block foul on. That is on Addison Everhart, who just checked in. Her first personal, third team foul on the Lady Eagles. So it'll stay Volcano Vista basketball. So into the hands of Espinosa, who will bring it into the front court. Goes from left to right. Now tic-tac, as they're going to get Madison Zepeda for a little bump. Her first personal, fourth team Hobbs. So we can get stepped on and no call, but we can look at Volcano Vista crossways, and it's a bump. And Coach Joey Carpenter takes a timeout, and he wants to talk to the refs, and I don't think I blame him. 2:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Volcano Vista 7, Hobbs 2, back in 60 here on Eagle 100.5.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Volcano Vista basketball out of the Hobbs timeout. They lead by 5 as it'll come into Hines. Picks up her dribble, will bounce it over to Zuniga. She'll take it around, and they'll work it to Zavala. Then to Espinosa for three, this time from the right wing. She's got 9 points, all from beyond the arc, and it is 10-2. Hobbs trails by 8. Been a long time since the Lady Eagles have trailed by anything, much less 8. And then on a bit of confusion back the other way, Hargrove throws it to Coach Villarreal on the Volcano Vista bench. I think she was trying to get Clay. Clay went to the wing. The pass was a no-look pass into the right corner, but nobody home, and that'll be the second turnover for Hobbs, who trails by 8, 10-2 the score. Works it through to Zavala. She is off her legs. 6 turnover for the Lady Eagles. They have got to start capitalizing. Now to Zepeda. Madison works it from the right corner out to the right wing. No look pass to the right base. Now they'll get it in. And finally they're going to call it as Zavala just absolutely creams Zepeda. Pardon me, that was Zuniga, her first personal. It'll be the second team foul on Volcano Vista. Hobbs basketballs, that's on the floor. So Mojica checks back in. Addison Everhart back in, and she'll inbound it from right of the baseline. Gets it to Mojica in the right block, and up and in for Nakaya. Her first bucket of the ball game, and Hobbs breaks a long scoring drought. 10-4, 2 minutes to go here in the first. Hobbs trails by 6. To Espinosa on the far sideline. She cycles it through, underhands it on the right wing. Now a bounce pass inside. Zuniga handles it, then to the free throw line with Garcia, who just checked in. Now out to Espinosa for 3. That one too hard. In and out, but off of the rebound. It is Zavala who gets it. Her putback won't go. Cunningham comes down with it, gets mugged, and they call a jump ball. It'll stay Hobbs basketball. So Atlanta Bolton going to check in as Coach Joey Carpenter going to bring Cunningham over to the bench to take a deep breath. She was a little hot. She got hit high, got hit low, got hit a couple times, and they called the jump ball. So the inbound will come to Espinosa. Be a turnover for the Lady Eagles. I thought the possession arrow was going our way, but they said it was going the way of Volcano Vista. It'll be Zuniga working against Mohican out of the near side with Hines. She gets picked up by Everhart, bouncing it, trying to get it into Garcia. Ball loose on the court. 7th turnover forced by the Lady Eagles. And then they are going to call a travel as Mojica got tackled from behind. She got rolled over from behind by Zuniga and stumbled instead. Instead of calling the foul, they're going to call the turnover on Hobbs on the travel. So now Garcia hands it to Espinosa at the free throw line. Mojica as finding some room. Espinosa puts it in. Brett Clay is going to rip down the rebound. Then she gets mugged, and they call jump ball. Oh, they're actually going to call the foul this time on Zuniga, her second personal, third team foul. 1:01 to go here in the first. Hobbs trailing 10-4. Well, the inbound under pressure comes to Mojica, gives it back to Size, who gives it right back to Mojica. Throw the fastball to Brett Clay. It's tipped as she tries to pass it back to Mojica. Mojica winds up with it. She'll flip it over to Signs. Signs bouncing to the free throw line. Clay, a little spin move, goes into the paint. Now to Mojica, top of the arc for 3. That one is off the mark, and the rebound brought down by Zavala. That is her 5th. Hobbs has got to do a better job on the board. Mojica will pick the pocket of Zavala, takes it into the right lane, and no good, and it is Everhart who is there with the rebound. It is no good, and Hobbs will finally get it up and in with Zepeda. And 10-6, back down. No look pass, back door from Espinosa to Zavala, who was playing trailer. And that's got the home crowd fired up, and rightfully so. It was a beautiful play. 12-6, Volcano Vista doubling up on Hobbs. And they get Hobbs for the foul. They are going to call Sides on that one. Sides, her first personal. 15 foul on Hobbs. And so at the line will be Zavala for the and one. Free throw on the way, and it is good. And now 13-6 in favor of Volcano Vista. 13 seconds to go in the first. Mojica to Clay. Clay back to Mojica. Mojica throws it right baseline. Cunningham, 10-foot jumper up, no good. Mojica with the rebound, then loses the basketball on the floor after the rebound. So Hobbs has got their work cut out for them in the second quarter. They trail 13-6. Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball continues in 1 minute on Eagle 100.5.
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Turnovers, but we're not able to capitalize on any of them, and they trail 13-6. Hobbs ice cold tonight against Volcano Vista. I'm TJ Miracle, and the Lady Eagles will control it. Sargroves will take it from the right to the left to Armitage. She'll take it down the left baseline. No look pass, and ill-advised is trying to get Cunningham. Instead goes to Espinosa, and Volcano Vista will bring it back on Hobbs' sixth turnover. 13-6, a 7-point deficit for the Lady Eagles, and they're going to get Cunningham over the back. Yep, as she ran into Zavala. That'll be Cunningham's second personal. First team foul here in the second quarter. And, yeah, it'll be on the floor. So Cunningham checks out as Alana Bolton going to check in. And Bolton will almost steal it away, but somehow Espinosa winds up with it in the lane, and then she'll drive through, and she'll draw contact. Happens the other way. They just say play on, and that'll be Bryn Hargrove picking up her first personal, second team foul. Well, Volcano Vista will bounce it into Zavala, and she'll sling it out. It winds up with Whiteman, who just checked in. Now to Garcia. Garcia from the high post. Turnaround jumper from 8. No good. And Mojica will have the rebound. That'll be her second. Mojica to Armitage. Drives deep into the lane and up and in for Aliana. Her first bucket of the ball game. And Hobbs will draw first blood here in the second. 13-8 the score, down to a 5-point lead as Brett Clay will steal it away on a bad pass intended for Garcia. Brett will take it through the paint and goes into the right glass and up and in. Brett Clay with her fourth point of the ball game, and timeout going to be taken now by Coach Villarreal. 6:56 to go first half. We are back in 30 here on Eagle 100.5.
Attention oil patch companies. Is your team safety training ready to go on location? If you need safe land, CPR, and H2S training, Cannon Safety is who you need. They'll get you squared away with NCCE ROQs and pipeline training. Cannon Safety has a variety of VW, Honeywell, H2S, and multi-gas personal monitors starting at $99. Nothing is more important than your company's safety. Don't waste any more time. Get a Cannon Safety professional on the job today. Google Cannon Safety Hobbs or call 575-738-0001.
A quick 4-point run to start the second quarter for Hobbs, and Volcano Vista takes the timeout. Welcome back as Garcia will toss it to Hines, and she'll lose it off of her foot into the hands of Brett Clay. Off of the trap, and then a bad pass down the court as Espinosa knocks it away and gets to it. Somehow will push it out, and it'll be saved by Hines as the two teams trade turnovers. Hines to the front court, pop a shot, top of the arc for 3. That one is off the mark. Garcia is there with the rebound. She'll take it hard to the rack, and she'll be fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. From the low post. I think they're going to get Bolton for that one. We'll double check. Alana was right there, and yep, they are going to whistle Bolton, her first personal. Third quick team foul on Hobbs, so Garcia at the line puts up the first, and it is too hard. Alicia Garcia off of the bench. You got Bolton and Clay up front for the Lady Eagles. Garcia trying to get it out to a 4-point lead. Her second shot is up, and it is good. Volcano Vista just like to start the game. Their first points of the quarter come from the free throw line. Out of pressure, Signs picks it up. It'll be bounced, but it'll be tipped and into the hands of Clay. Goes to the left, blocking off the glass. Beautiful shot for Brett Clay from the left block and up and in. Now 14-12. Hobbs has cut it down to within 2. You would expect a battle between these two teams as Whiteman almost loses the basketball. She will. Clay gets it, misses the point blanker. The shot up by Armitage off of the rebound is no good. Fight for it. Aliana will get it again, tries to get it into the middle, and it'll wind up in the hands of Whiteman. So turnovers for both teams. And Hobbs with two good looks, not able to convert. And wow. Tic-tac called on the other side coming down as Mojica goes, really? I got called for that? She was running away from Hines. Hines drew contact from her. I think it should have been the other way, but okay. Hobbs has picked up 4 personal fouls. 4 team fouls as here comes Espinosa high off the glass. No good, and it'll be Bolton with the rebound, and she gets hammered. And wow, they actually do call the foul. They call the hack. It'll be the first team foul as they will whistle that one. Number 14, that is Zavala, her first personal. So Hobbs basketball trailing by 2. Toss it over to Brett Clay to the free throw line. Papa shot, and Brett puts it up and in. She's got 8. And she has tied this ball game up at 14. If you get Clay hot, it could become a very long night. Toss it over to the near side as Whiteman will take it to the left elbow, pitching it out to Espinosa. WNBA 3, top of the arc, and it is good. She's got 12, all from beyond the arc. And Volcano Vista back up. Get it to Bolton in the low post. Turnaround. Makes a nifty little move. Puts it up. No good. Armitage is there with the rebound and the putback and is hammered. Aliana gets hit by Garcia. Her first personal. Second team foul. And it will put Armitage at the line for 2. 14-17. 17-14. Hobbs trailing, and Armitage will miss the first. Hobbs last night, very good from the line, 7 of 8. At their first trip tonight. The second shot on the way for Armitage is up, and it is good. Armitage with 3 in the ball game. 17-15, Hobbs in the full court press into Garcia. She'll get it back to Hines. Hines punches it over to Garcia, takes it into the high post, and then will start her drive in. And Bolton will battle for the rebound as it comes off the front of the iron. Leaves it off for Brett Clay. Clay directs traffic, picks up her dribble in front of the Volcano Vista bench. Work it around to Size. Right wing, 3 on the way. That one is off the mark. And Clay allowed hustle everybody and get the rebound, but then gets her pocket picked by Hines, who has a unfettered look, takes it coast to coast and up and in. And then a whistle sounds. And, they are going to call a technical on Volcano Vista, unsportsmanlike conduct. Or are they going to call it on Hobbs? Yeah, they should call that on Volcano Vista. They will call Hines for an unsportsmanlike technical. She said something after she got the bucket in. So Brett Clay will go to the line to shoot the Tex, and it'll be Hobbs basketball. They count the bucket. So Clay at the line to shoot the Tex after the unsportsmanlike conduct call, and short arms the first one, clanks the front of the iron. Clay takes a deep breath and then heads back to the line. Brett quickly puts up the second one, and that one's home. She's got 9 points in the ball game, and Hobbs back to within 3, 19-16. And it will be Lady Eagle basketball. Lady Eagles have taken a whole bunch of 3 balls, but have not gotten any of them to fall. So off of the free throws for the technical, the unsportsmanlike on Hines. Hobbs basketball. Signs, Zepeda, Clay, Armitage, and Bolton on the floor for Hobbs. To Zepeda, Madison to Signs, working the far sideline, back to Madison. Keeping an eye on her is Herrera, who just checked in. They'll toss it to Bolton, left base, trying to get it inside to Clay. And Clay gets hammered by Garcia, and they are going to call the push foul on Garcia. Her second personal. 4th team foul on Volcano Vista. It is on the floor, so it stays Hobbs basketball. When Villarreal pulls Garcia out and puts Zuniga back in as they'll get it to Armitage. She gets tripped, no call, but it's Zepeda there to save it right before it goes out of bounds. Work it out to Clay, to Madison. Zepeda cycles it from the right to the left. Now we'll swing it to Armitage. Armitage drives into the left baseline, puts the underhand scoop high off the glass. And good, 5 points for Armitage, back to within 1. Lady Eagles have the full court press on, comes to Espinosa, splits through 2 Lady Eagles to Herrera. Now over and a 3-ball on the way by Zavala, no good, and it'll be Zepeda with the long rebound. Madison will start it back up the court with 3:34 to go. She'll take it to the right block, put up the 10-footer, no good, and the rebound is brought down by Hines, who is back into the game after the tack. And ball gets swatted away by Armitage. She'll pick it up, take it right baseline, goes hard to the rack, puts up a circus shot, no good, and pulls the foul off of Hines, who throws her hands in the air in exasperation. Yeah, welcome to our world, little young lady. And so Armitage at the line to shoot two, as Hargrove and Zepeda wait to check in. So Armitage at the line. First one is up for Aliana, and it is no good. So still a chance to tie it from the line, as Mojica checks in, goes in for Signs. Hargrove will wait to go in for Armitage at the next stoppage. Armitage with 5 points, trying to make it 6, and does not, as that one is in and out. And the rebound going to be brought down by Zuniga. So right to the rack, puts up a circus shot, no good, and pulls the foul off of Hines, who throws her hands in the air in exasperation. Yeah, welcome to our world, little young lady. And so Armitage at the line to shoot two, as Hargrove and Zepeda wait to check in. So Armitage at the line. First one is up for Aliana, and it is no good. So still a chance to tie it from the line, as Mojica checks in, goes in for Signs. Mojica, she'll push it into the middle, and they will call time out. Yep, she saw, Coach Villarreal saw there was trouble going to be happening. So with 2:18 to go first half, Volcano Vista timeout. It's the Hawks 21, the Lady Eagles 20. We're back in 30 here on Eagle 100.5.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby! Definitely good, healthy fun with family and friends is what you get at Bel Air Bowl, the only place to bowl for nearly 100 miles around. You can grab a snack and bowl, play pool, or even video arcade. They're the perfect place for a birthday party. Bel Air Bowl has got you covered and can make it happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They are located behind Big Lots in the Bel Air Shopping Center. Where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
Just a 1-point Volcano Vista lead. 21-20 is the score. A long inbound goes to the backcourt to Espinosa. Hargrove will pick her up just as she crosses the timeline. 2:10 remaining here in the first. A 1-point Volcano Vista lead. Underhand to Whiteman. Whiteman out to Zavala. Zavala bounce over to Espinosa, and they are going to call a foul, and so that will put Zavala at the line for two as she and Hargrove collided. They're going to call the push on Bren. That'll be her second personal. 15th foul on the Lady Eagles. And so it puts Mia Zuniga at the line to shoot two. First one is on the way, and it is good. So now 22-20 in favor of Volcano Vista. Coming into this one, we knew it was going to be a tough game. Second one on the way for the Lady Hawks. That one is no good. And the rebound going to be made by Zepeda, her third. Madison, no look pass to Hargrove. Left corner, three on the way. And bang! No! They call the travel before she shot it. The Hobbs faithful not liking it. 10th turnover for the Lady Eagles. I'm going to say that she slid the foot after she got the pass. Push it forward to Whiteman. Whiteman going to be run out by Mojica, who got back quickly on defense on the near side. 1:40 to go here in the first half. Hobbs trailing by two. To Espinosa, takes 37 steps and puts up the shot, and the rebound will be made by Clay, her fourth. Brent will push it forward to a wide open Hargrove, and Brent will take it up and in, her first bucket of the ball game. And we are now tied at 22 apiece. If Hobbs smells blood in the water, they've got it in a 5-second violation, as the Lady Eagles have forced 13 turnovers now on Volcano Vista. Now is when you might feel the momentum swing. The inbound comes to Hargrove. No look past Mojica. Right corner, three on the way. In and out. But it'll be Clay with the rebound. And Brett's put up no good. And it'll be Herrera who fights for it and will come up with the board for Volcano Vista. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Espinosa spins through 3. Lady Eagles tosses it to Zuniga in front of the Hobbs bench and then gets it right back from her on a football handoff. Bad pass, but somehow Zuniga winds up with it. She'll throw the fastball. 1 for 1 from the stripe. And now 1 for 2. Score tied at 22 apiece. Hobbs at 1 point. I said 9 earlier. It was down by 8. 10-2 the score, but the Lady Eagles have battled back. Second one up, and that one is no good. It'll be Hargrove with the rebound. Bren's second. Bren will keep it herself. Hobbs with the opportunity to take their first lead of the game. To Bolton, deep right corner. Whiteman picks her up to Hargrove. Surveys the territory. Then passes over to Mojica. Back to Hargrove to Zepeda. Zepeda almost losing the basketball. Gets mugged. No call, and she will lose the basketball, and that'll be the 11th turnover for the Lady Eagles. Under pressure, Espinosa to the front court. Gets a screen from Zaval, and then another 3 on the way for Espinosa. Keep a hand in that young lady's face, somebody. She's got 15 of the 25 on the board, and they'll call the double dribble coming the other way for Hobbs. You cannot, under any circumstances, lose Mila Espinosa. She is the offensive juggernaut, averaging nearly 19 points a game, and she's at 15 here in the first half. Will be Volcano Vista basketball with 8 seconds to go here in the first. Inbound into the backcourt to Zuniga. She gets a screen, takes it to the front court. Will toss it to Whiteman. Now back to Zuniga, who heaves one up at the buzzer for 3, no good. And we have played a half of basketball from here at Volcano Vista High School. Hobbs trailing Volcano Vista by a score, 25-22. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes for your halftime report. Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball continues in a moment on Eagle 100.5.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Badger, the largest hydrovac and excavation company in New Mexico and Texas, is hiring. CDL drivers start at $27 per hour, plus all major benefits for you and the family, and a 401k. Apply today at 2814 West County Road in Hobbs. Badger is an equal opportunity employer.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
Back here at Volcano Vista High School at Ring of Fire Gym, the Hobbs Lady Eagles trailing the home team in the APS Metro Tournament. The Lady Hawks of Volcano Vista 25-22. I'm TJ Miracle. Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing tonight. And a battle, to put it mildly, in the first half. Let's take a look at the numbers. It's been the Mila Espinosa show. She has 15 points and has everybody paced for the Lady Hawks of Volcano Vista. 3 points, Adrian Zavala. 3 points for Mia Zuniga. 2 points for Jalissa Hines. And you've got a point each from the line, Lalicia Garcia and Zoe Loretto. Volcano Vista goes 4 of 9 from the free throw line in the first half. As a team, they had 16 rebounds. Their leading rebounder was Adriana Zavala. She had 5. 13 turnovers in the first half for Volcano Vista. 13 points in the first, 12 in the second. That's how they get to their 25. For the Hobbs Lady Eagles, they started glacially slow. Only 6 points in the first quarter, but they found a little bit of momentum in that second quarter. Leading scorer right now is Brett Clay. She's got 9. 5 points for Aliana Armitage. 4 points Madison Zepeda. 2 points Nakia Mojica. 2 points for Bryn Hargrove. Hobbs, not many opportunities from the free throw line. They go 2 of 6 in the first half from the charity stripe. Leading rebounder is Armitage. She will definitely fight. She may be one of the shortest girls on the team, but she will definitely scrap, and she's the leading Hobbs rebounder. Her and Clay actually each with 5. 21 rebounds as a team for Hobbs in that first half, but not a lot of them on the offensive glass. So not a lot of second looks, and when they got them, they could not capitalize. Hobbs turned the ball over 12 times, very uncharacteristic for them in the first half. Some of that having to do with the Volcano Vista pressure. But Hobbs, of course, scoring 6 points in that first quarter and then coming back and scoring 16 in the second to cut it down to just a 3-point Volcano Vista lead. As I mentioned, Hobbs came out absolutely glacial, and they have stayed extremely cold, especially from beyond the arc. Hobbs has made no three-pointers. They made one, but they called Bryn Hargrove for a travel before she got the shot off. But I want to say Hobbs has probably taken 8, maybe 9 three-point shots, and they haven't managed to get a single one of them to fall. Well, they've had the open looks. They just have not managed to fall. Volcano Vista, on the other hand, it looks like every time Mila Espinosa even sniffs an open look at 3, she will take it. And she went, by my unofficial count, 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in that first half. You've got to keep somebody in her face, or it could be a very long night. If you can shut down Espinosa, make somebody else have to beat you, I think that may be what you need to do here in the second half. If you're Hobbs, just keep doing what you're doing. At one point, they were up in the rebound, or rather in the turnover battle, 10-2, but not able to capitalize really on any of them. I think in that first quarter, when they forced 9 turnovers, I think they got one of them where they actually got points out of it. And you have got to do better than that once you get it. Too many point-blank layups missed, too many three-pointers missed, and just absolutely not the offense we are used to seeing. Of course, Coach Joey Carpenter, I'm sure, will be making adjustments. I'm sure he'll be mentioning a few other things in the locker room to them about the team they're playing and the things they're going to have to do to get their 14th consecutive victory of the year and keep moving forward in the championship bracket here at the APS Metro Tournament. Our score, Hobbs 20, trailing Volcano Vista 25-22. A big thank you to all of our sponsors. You see them there on your screen if you are listening to the audio on YouTube or HobbsAmerica.com, or listening, of course, on Eagle 100.5, Lee County State Bank, Lasco Construction, Divine Energy, Hobbs Express, Thriftway and La Tienda, Master Plumbers, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bel Air Bowl, Cannon Safety, TDS, First American Bank of Hobbs, Forest Tire Company, Badger, also NMR, Zamora's, Ampersand Media and Design, and The Model, making it possible for us to bring you these ball games absolutely free of charge. Of course, we never have to charge you, and we think it's wrong that a certain companies contract and then want to charge you $20 to watch your kids and teams play. Well, and then their service doesn't work half the time. Well, we don't play those games, and we don't have to, and we don't have to beg you for donations. Thanks to those great folks whose spots and commercials that you hear. Please support those businesses that support your kids and your teams. So back for the second half after this 2-minute timeout. Volcano Vista in the lead, 25-22. Lady Eagle basketball continues in a moment.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Attention oil patch companies. Is your team safety training ready to go on location? If you need safe land, CPR, and H2S training, Cannon Safety is who you need. They'll get you squared away with NCCER OQs and pipeline training. Cannon Safety has a variety of PW, Honeywell, H2S, and multi-gas personal monitors starting at $99. Nothing is more important than your company's safety. Don't waste any more time. Get a Cannon Safety professional on the job today. Google Cannon Safety Hobbs.
Volcano Vista High School. Volcano Vista leading the Lady Eagles 25-22. I'm TJ Miracle. Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing. Don Morgan on assignment back in Lee County. So it'll be Volcano Vista basketball leading by 3 to start this second half. As you've got Hargrove, Armitage, Clay, Cunningham, and Mojica on the floor for the Lady Eagles. Espinosa, Zuniga, Hines, Laraga on the floor for Volcano Vista. Into the deep right corner, 3 on the way. Zuniga airball and a fight for the rebound, and Armitage not able to come up with it, and they're going to say she touched it last. She was battling with Hines in front of the Volcano Vista bench, and they're going to say that Armitage touched it last. I'd say that's probably true. Of course, I'm all the way across the court and up high into Loretto. As Loretto pushing it back. A screen to Zuniga, tries to throw it in, and Brett Clay will knock it away as they were trying to get Loretto going to the back door. Clay wisely seeing that one and knocking it away. But Volcano Vista keeps the basketball. It'll be tipped on the inbound, and Espinosa going to have to track it down behind, and she gets hip checked by Armitage. Armitage going for the ball, runs in to Espinosa, who is up and fine. Be the second personal on Aliana. First team foul. And it will be Volcano Vista basketball. Espinosa slow to get up. You hope that young lady's okay. And she's up and prepares. And inbound will come to Hines. Screen set for Hines, who takes it to the free throw line, and she'll put it up from 15. It's up and good. She's got 4. So Volcano Vista stretches it up to a 5-point lead. Just underway here in the third quarter. Armitage handed off to Hargrove. Hargrove to Clay, back to Hargrove. Cross-court pass, Mojica, left wing, 3 up, and bang! Finally! Wondered when we were going to see it, and if Hobbs can heat up, this game could turn on a dime. Hobbs back to within 2, 27-25 the score. Off of the tip, into the hands of Armitage from the tip from Mojica. Mojica gets it back from Armitage, takes it into the left lane and up and in for Nakaya. And Hobbs has tied this game at 27 apiece. And Coach Villarreal says, all right, let's stop the bleeding. 6:42 to go here in the third quarter, all tied at 27. We're back in 60 on Eagle 100.5.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby. Definitely good, healthy fun with family and friends is what you get at Bel Air Bowl, the only place to bowl for nearly 100 miles around. You can grab a snack and bowl, play pool, or even video arcade. They're the perfect place for a birthday party. Bel Air Bowl has got you covered and can make it happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They are located behind Big Lots in the Bel Air Shopping Center. Where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Lady Eagles score 5 quick unanswered points and have tied this one up at 27 apiece. Welcome back to Volcano Vista High School as Volcano Vista will lose the inbound into the hands of Hargrove, who takes it back up and in off of the inbound. 4 points for Bryn, and Hobbs has their first lead of the ball game as the inbound comes to Espinosa. Takes it down for Volcano Vista. Backdoor pass to Hines. Shot up, no good. And Cunningham has her second board of the ball game. Kendall keeps it herself. Comes coast to coast and will leave it off for Clay. Top of the arc. 3-ball and bang! Brett Clay with 12 as the Hobbs Lady Eagles have finally found their mojo. Here in the third, they lead 32-27. To Loretto in the front court. Puts up a little hook shot. It is off the front of the iron, and Mojica will have her third rebound of the ball game. Throws the Hail Mary down to Hargrove. Bryn puts up the shot, no good, and is bumped from behind by Zuniga, her third personal. Second, just the first team foul on Volcano Vista. As Zuniga going, what I do? Well, you can't hit somebody from behind, so Hargrove goes to the line to shoot two. Bryn's first one is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Makes it 33-27, 6-point Lady Eagle lead, their biggest of the ball game. As Whiteman will check in for Zuniga. Hargrove's second is up and gets them both. 6 points for Bryn Hargrove. And the Lady Eagles are finding their juice. And on the inbound, stolen away as Clay gets to it. Puts up a shot, no good, but Armitage is there on the trailer and the rebound put back. 7 points for Aliana Armitage. Hobbs now up by 9, their biggest of the game. They'll steal the inbound again to Clay. Kicks it out to Hargrove for 3. Top of the arc and bang! Bryn Hargrove in fuego, and the Lady Eagles now up by 11, make that 12. And Coach Villarreal going, what's the number of the truck that hit us? Well, there's a lot of numbers in gold on the other side. So she takes another timeout, her fourth. We'll be back in 30. Lady Eagles 39, Lady Hawks 27. Hobbs basketball continues on KEJL, Humble City Hobbs, K263 AZ Hobbs.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Hobbs Lady Eagles have finally found the offensive groove, and they have gone from at one point 8 down to now is 12 up, a 20-point swing. 5:39 to go here in the third. And the Lady Eagles stretching things out against Volcano Vista. The full court press is on. They'll get it in to Loretto, gives it right back to Espinosa. Espinosa keeps it into the front court. She faces off against Hargrove. Bump into Hargrove, and they are going to call Bryn on the bump. As Coach Joey Carpenter goes, yeah, how can that be a bump when she's getting pushed off on? Completely agree with you, Joey. We've had a couple of those tonight, and we'll just leave it at that. Espinosa, WNBA 3 on the way. That one will be short, and it'll be Cunningham who comes up with the rebound. Cunningham to Mojica, under pressure from Loretto, into the corner. Clay drives the left baseline, a little turnaround jumper, that one no good, and the rebound brought down by Hargrove. Bryn with it out, and she'll take it herself into the deep left corner. Her shot up, no good, and the ball will go out of bounds, and last touched by the Lady Eagles. Hobbs has found another gear, and they have picked the intensity up. As subs coming in for Hobbs is Hargrove and Armitage will come out. Signs and Zapata will come in. Of course, Hobbs down a girl tonight with Caitlin Muniz out with the injury after last night. So Whiteman into the deep right corner. Signs on her very quickly. Bouncing it into the middle. Mojica gets a hand on it. Mojica will come away with it. Forcing the turnover. Nakaya keeps it herself. No look pass. Trying to get Clay in front of the Hobbs bench and flashing through. Where did Zoe Loretto come from? I don't know. But good hustle for that young lady to get back and disrupt that pass that looked like it had another 3-ball written all over it. Stays Hobbs basketball. Mojica from the far right baseline, tosses in to Cunningham, gets bumped from behind. Kendall gets it right back. Will hand it to Clay, and they collapse in on her. To Signs, left wing for three. Carolina, bang! First tray of the ball game, and Hobbs stretches it out. Now 42-27 on the Hail Mary pass, stolen away. Comes to Cunningham, back now, and she'll pop a shot from 15. It is off the mark, and it'll be Loretto with her fourth board of the ball game. Outlet pass. Moving it over. That is to Espinosa. Pushes it to Hines. Top of the arc. Now to Loretto. Now over to Whiteman. Back to Loretto. Right base. She'll move it through, and Clay knocks it down and out and knocks it off of Loretto, and it'll be Hobbs basketball. Turnover number 19 for Volcano Vista. As Hargrove comes back in for Mojica, and Armitage back in. Signs. Cunningham, Zapata, Hargrove, and Armitage on the floor for the Lady Eagles. Madison flipping it over, then getting it right back. Now toss it over to Size. Size, no look pass to Armitage. Spin move, left baseline, leaves it off for Cunningham. She gets blocked by Espinosa, but she'll get it right back. Takes it to the low post, puts up the shot, no good. She's fouled. She'll head to the line for two. They didn't give her the continuation. They're going to call the hack on Zavala. Her second personal. Second team foul, and Cunningham at the line to shoot two. Kendall has had some opportunities tonight. And finally, we'll get in the scorebook. Her first point of the ball game. Makes it 43-27 to go along with 3 boards. Second for Kendall is up, and it is in and out, no good. And Loretto with her 5th rebound of the game. She'll leave it off, and finally they'll work it to Espinosa in front of the scorer's table. She'll cross the timeline with it. Espinosa off the screen from Loretto. Gives it right back to Loretto, but then it'll be Bryn Hargrove that says, nah, I think I'd rather take it. Steps in the passing lane, takes it away. Bryn goes coast to coast, puts up the floater, no good. And the rebound fight for it, and they'll call jump ball, and it'll be Hobbs basketball as Whiteman and Cunningham battling for it. Kendall got the hand on it. Possession for Hobbs. As Clay will check in, Cunningham checks out. 43-27, 3.5 to go. On the inbound to Clay, 15-footer, left elbow, up and in. Brett Clay with 14 points, and the Lady Eagles now up by 20. 18 make it, and a foul coming down the other way. Call the push foul on, I think they're going to get Hargrove for that one. Yep, they'll get Bryn for her 4th personal. She's probably going to need to sit for a little while. As Mojica will come in for Hargrove. Size, Mojica, Armitage, Clay, and Zapata on for Hobbs. Garcia checking in for Volcano Vista. Gets the inbound. Mojica almost picks her pocket somehow. Garcia will keep it. She'll bounce it over to Zuniga. Zuniga back to Espinosa. Armitage stays on her tight. She'll take it to the left wing. Step back three-pointer. That one is off the mark, and Size with the rebound, her first. Carolina moves it forward on the fast break, trying to get it to Armitage. They will, and her shot is no good, but she is fouled. As playing trailer, there were 2 coming back. Aliana will head to the line for 2, and they're going to get the hack on Zavala, her 3rd personal. 3rd team foul on Volcano Vista. Armitage at the line will put up the first and in and out. Aliana having heck from the line tonight. She's just 1 of 5 from the stripe. After going 90% last night, Lady Eagles not doing so good tonight from the stripe. Second one is up, and she'll get that one to fall. 8 points for Aliana Armitage, and a 19-point Lady Eagle lead. Now, waiting to inbound it is Whiteman. She tries to get it to Espinosa, and Zepeda, just kind of with the Cheshire Cat smile, says, yep, here I come, and just knocks it out. So you got Whiteman, Espinosa, Garcia, Zavala, and Herrera on the floor for Volcano Vista. Push it forward to Herrera. She'll bounce it to Garcia. Nice little give and go up the right lane and up and in. Garcia now with 3 points in the ball game, and it breaks a long Hobbs scoring streak. But Hobbs on a whale of a run here in the third quarter. 46-29 the score. 2.5 to go to Sides. Thinks about the three. Carolina will underhand it to the free throw line. Now they'll get it out to Zepeda for three, and that one is in and out, and the rebound brought down by Zavala, her six, but Brett Clay says, I'll just take it away from you. Now out to Mojica for three, right wing, and bang! Nakaya Mojica, as the Lady Eagles have found the three-point stroke, and now they lead by 20, 49-29. Garcia to the front court to Whiteman. Whiteman directs traffic from the top of the arc. Toss it over, Espinosa, WNBA three, distance left side, no good. Fighting for the rebound. And the putback by Zavala, no good. And finally, Mojica will just take that one and say, I'll take that, thank you. To Madison, to Clay, coming through the middle, no good, but it'll be Armitage with another rebound. They'll kick it out. Mojica wide open, top of the arc. That one no good. Brett Clay with the rebound. Her putback no good. Armitage with the rebound. And finally, it'll be Armitage who puts it back up and in. 10 points for Armitage in the game. And now 51-29, but that is good work on the boards for the Lady Eagles. Had four good looks right there and finally got one of them to go. No look pass, trying to get it onto the baseline. They will to Zavala, and she's going to get fouled on the baseline. They're going to get Brett for that one. I think they're going to get Mojica for it. That'll be her second personal. 14 foul on Hobbs. 1:14 to go in the third, as what a difference a quarter makes if you were the Lady Eagles. Garcia to Whiteman. Whiteman back to Garcia at the free throw line. Now to the right elbow with Zavala. Zavala cycles through, gives it to Espinosa. 1 minute to go in the third. Espinosa, three-point attempt, blocked and into the hands of Brett Clay, but it was blocked by Zepeda. Now over to Size. Size to Clay, fakes the three, gets it into the corner for Madison. Three right side, and that one will be off the mark, and the rebound finally, Whiteman controls it, and will start it back the other way. Behind the back goes Espinosa, and she'll run into Clay, and they'll call Clay for the block foul. Was going hippity-hop and was out of control. Wow, actually they're going to get that one on Zepeda. That'll be the 15th foul on Hobbs, so free throw time for Volcano Vista. So Espinosa at the line. Bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and it is good. She's got 16 in the ball game. Hobbs right now on a 29-5 run in this quarter. Second shot on the way for Espinosa from the stripe, and it is good. Espinosa now just under her average at 17. Hobbs in control of this one, up by 20. Into Cunningham, back to Armitage, push it out to Size. Size, Mojica thinks about the three, takes it to the free throw line, now to Armitage, 12-footer, left base, up no good, and it'll be Espinosa with the rebound. Back down for Volcano Vista, and thrown and out of bounds. Espinosa saying it got tipped. The official saying, no ma'am, I don't think so. 23 turnovers now for Volcano Vista. Hobbs just one turnover in this quarter. 10 seconds to go as Armitage will take it to the front court. To Mojica, gets bumped, no call. Throw it into Clay in the left baseline. She'll push it out to Size. At the buzzer, left wing for three, and off the mark. And Armitage with the rebound, and she'll put it up at the buzzer and count the bucket, and yes, ma'am. Armitage, her 9th rebound of the ball game, and gets it to fall at the buzzer. So after three, it is Hobbs 53, Volcano Vista 31. Back in a minute for the fourth. This is Eagle 100.5.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
First America Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
By 8, but now Hobbs up by 22. Volcano Vista basketball as we start this fourth quarter. Winner moves on to Sandia High School Friday night, and Hobbs will steal it away as Kendall Cunningham off of the tip will take it to the front court, but then Espinosa picks her pocket, and they are going to call a foul on Kendall. Espinosa was going to the floor anyway, but they call it on Kendall, so the two teams trade turnovers. Third personal on Cunningham. And it'll be Volcano Vista basketball. 53-31 is the score. As Whiteman will look to inbound it, she'll push it into Espinosa. Espinosa back to Whiteman in front of the scorer's table. She crosses midcourt. Now turning it over as Herrera falls to the floor, but Loretto is there, tries to push it back out, and Armitage says, yep, that's fine, I'll be right there. And Aliana up and in, 14 points for Armitage. She and Brett Clay leading the way for the Lady Eagles comeback tonight. And a foul going to be called. Is that on Hargrove or on Armitage? Armitage got hit in the face, and they're going to call that one on Aliana. Her third personal, second team foul on Hobbs. So now Whiteman will inbound it. Tosses in to Herrera, gives it right back to Whiteman near sideline. She'll pull the trigger on a three-pointer and gets partially blocked out. And they're going to say Mojica got a hand on it, so it'll stay Volcano Vista basketball. So after tonight, winner moves on to 7 o'clock Friday night at Sandia. Take on Rio Rancho or Albuquerque. And Hobbs, as Armitage almost steals it away again. I think she did get it stolen away, and then Garcia mugs her. They will call that one on Alicia Garcia, her third personal. First team foul in the quarter on Volcano Vista. Think about Armitage. She is not afraid to throw her body out there, and she's cringing a little bit. Coach Joey Carpenter very happy with her performance tonight. As Carolina Size will check in. Mojica, Hargrove, Size, Clay, and Cunningham on the floor for the Lady Eagles. As Mojica off the inbound left wing, three-pointer up, no good. And it'll be Cunningham with the rebound. Kendall tries to get it to Size, coming up the lane, but Carolina can't hold on to the basketball. It is down on the floor, and it'll wind up with a turnover for Hobbs. But back the other way, it'll be poked out into the hands of Mojica to Size. The underhand scoop, no good. Clay is there with the rebound, and Brett the turnaround, no good. And finally, it'll be Whiteman who comes away with it. That was the problem Hobbs had in the first quarter. So now Hargrove gets run out back the other way. She tried to come into the paint. Now to Mojica. Tossing over to Size, to Hargrove. Top of the arc for three. That one is off the mark. And it'll be a rebound by Loretto. That'll be her sixth. 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. Hobbs up by 21. Another long distance three up by Espinosa. No good. It'll be Cunningham with her fifth board of the ball game. Kendall, no look pass. Right corner, Hargrove for three. That one off the mark. Mojica with the rebound. Her putback is going to be blocked. As she got blocked out underneath by, that's Hines. Hines will keep it herself into the front court. Works the right side. Hargrove picks her up. Gets the pick, and then a block by Cunningham, and they call Kendall for a foul. I don't know about that one, as Hines went up from the left elbow. Fourth on Kendall. Third team foul on Hobbs in the quarter, and that'll put Hines at the line to shoot two. Jalissa Hines, averaging 10 nearly 11 points a game, has been held to just 4 in this one. And, of course, the thing you got to remember about Hobbs, they're running with a little bit shorter bench tonight. Caitlin Muniz not available with injury. As, wow, they changed the call to that to Hargrove. Bryn going to foul out. as Hines will put her first one up, and it is good. Alyssa Hines now with 4. And now it is 55-35. Hines at the line to shoot her second, and that one will be off the mark. And Cunningham will have her 6th board of the ball game. Give it to Clay. Clay to Mojica. Akaya working against Espinosa. Now to Cunningham, flashing through the lane, untouched and up and in. Cunningham now with 3 points in the ball game. Hobbs back up by 22. 5:20 remaining in the contest. NBA 3 on the way, and that one is off the mark. Rebound going to be brought down by Zuniga. Her putback no good, but it'll be Herrera with the rebound. She'll push it out. Hines with the three-pointer up, no good, and it'll finally come out of bounds before Herrera can track it down. Hobbs basketball. Zepeda comes in for Mojica. Bryn Hargrove just fouling out. She finishes up the night with 9 points and 3 boards, but was instrumental in sparking that run. 7 points in that third quarter. Now backcourt pressure. Lady Eagles will break it to Zepeda, to Cunningham, left baseline and up and in. She came through the back door. Nobody picked up Kendall, and they made them pay for it. 59-35, and Hobbs will steal away the inbound. Get it back to Kendall. Push it to Armitage. To Clay. Left corner for 3. That one is off the mark, and it'll be Armitage with her 10th rebound. She's got a double-double tonight. Armitage, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Toss it out to Zepeda. Zepeda, 10-footer from the right block and up and in. Madison with 6 in the ball game. And Hobbs continues to pressure as the ball is going to go out of bounds as it was swatted from behind by Armitage and goes out next to the Volcano Vista bench. So Herrera will come over to inbound it from left of her own bench. 4:20 remaining in the ball game. Hobbs in command, and there's going to be a foul called on the inbound as they call the punch foul on Hobbs. You're going to whistle that one on Armitage. That'll be her 4th personal. 4th team foul on the Lady Eagles. Let's just say they've tightened back up again on the ref crew, and the shot up by Zuniga, no good, and Clay will bring down the rebound, get bumped, get hit, get tackled, and finally a foul going to be called. I'm going to call that on, looks like they threw it on Garcia. Nope, it'll be on Loretto. That'll be her 2nd personal. Just the 2nd team foul on Volcano Vista. 4:08 to go. We are at the halfway mark of this 4th quarter as Hobbs will be victorious. Punch it to Cunningham. Now back out. Work it around to Zepeda, but a lazy pass stolen away by Hines, and Zepeda will get back quickly and push it away. But it'll be Volcano Vista basketball. So the Lady Eagles finally getting pushed for really the first time since their game against Lubbock. Cooper on the inbound, shot up by Hines, no good. And the rebound going to be brought down by Clay. She's got a double-double. Clay to size. Carolina will back it out near the timeline with 3:44 to go. 2-3 zone look on the defense for Volcano Vista. Hobbs going to be content. You've got to think just to run some time. Zepeda to sides, 3.5 to go. Back to Madison in front of the scorer's table. Back to size, near side to the free throw line with Clay. Clay, a little bounce over to size. Back to Clay. Now over to Zepeda in front of the bench to Clay in the left block. And it'll be stolen away as stepping in the lane is Espinosa. Espinosa takes it hard. Coast to coast is blocked by Zepeda. Good job by Madison to come through and get all ball. Espinosa complaining that didn't get all ball. Not how the ref saw it as the inbound will come into Zuniga. She will take it. They'll push it out. Top of the arc. 3. Guess who? Espinosa shot no good. And it'll be Armitage who tracks it back down nearly midcourt as Armitage will take it coast to coast, puts up a shot, and she's fouled from behind. Is it Espinosa or Hines? That'll be the question. They both got back quickly. Good hustle. They are going to call the slap foul. And they will put that one up on Espinosa. Just her first personal. 3rd team foul. And Armitage at the line for 2 more. First one for Aliana is up and no good. She has had her trouble from the line tonight, but 11 rebounds, 14 points. And really one of the girls that kept Hobbs in it early and then helped spark the run in the third quarter. Second one on the way and gets the roll in that one. So now 65-32, 3 minutes remaining. The Armitage will check out, and in her place will be Nakaya Mojica. So Mojica, Zepeda. Well, we'll get that in a minute. Is Herrera off the inbound, comes coast to coast, shot up, no good, and it'll be Cunningham with her 7th board of the ball game. Kendall will leave it off for Mojica. Mojica to the deep right corner is run out by Loretto, and then we'll try and toss it to Clay, playing trailer on the far sideline, and it is knocked out by Herrera. Stays Hobbs basketball. No, Mojica looks to get it in, will to Cunningham, and then it'll go out. Cunningham wanted a foul as Loretto went over the back of her. Refs didn't see it that way. They were sitting right on top of it. So no call. There was 1 minute ago the other way, so no complaints there. So to Hyde, she'll take it to the front court, working against Zepeda. Picks up her dribble in the deep left corner, tossing over, and then a foul as driving through is Zavala off the give and go. They're going to call the hack foul. Couple of Lady Eagles in the neighborhood. They'll call that one on size. That'll be her 2nd personal. 15 foul on Hobbs, so that will put Volcano Vista in the bonus. So Zavala at the line where she is 1 of 3. And make it 1 of 4. She's got 3 points in the ball game. 2.5 minutes remaining in this one. Hobbs Lady Eagles on tap for their 14th consecutive win. Second on the way, and that one is no good, and it'll be Zepeda who will track it down on the far sideline, and then a quick timeout taken by Coach Villarreal, who's not happy. She's coming out and she's barking at one of the officials. Actually, Joey takes the timeout. So Lady Eagle timeout with 2.5 to go in this one. Hobbs 62, Volcano Vista 35. Lady Eagles in Albuquerque continues in 60 seconds on Eagle 100.5.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Timeout. Lady Eagle basketball, they're up big here at the Metro Tournament, and a foul going to be called on Herrera as Zepeda was turning the Jets on, trying to get around her near sideline. Her first personal, 14 foul on Volcano Vista. Hobbs up 62-35, 2:27 remaining. So Zepeda gets it into Clay. Zepeda, Clay, Cunningham, Mojica on the floor for the Lady Eagles. Herrera, Espinosa, Salazar, Zavala, and a 3 on the way, and bang! Nakaya Mojica with 13 points in the ball game, and Hobbs 65-35. They want to make a statement here. And yeah, they started slow. And yeah, it looked like Volcano Vista had everything, but this is a Lady Eagle team that they stay close, and that one partially blocked on the three-point attempt, but it'll go right into the hands of Zavala, who will push it up and in. She's got 5. Nice heady play for Zavala, and then stolen away. The inbound comes back to Volcano Vista, and then I think Size just a little bit frustrated as she slams into Salazar in the lane. Carolina's third personal. And the bonus is up, so that'll put Destiny Salazar at the line to shoot 2. First one up, and no good. 65-37, Hobbs in the lead. As Bolton will check in, also coming into the ball game for Hobbs. That's at Everhart. Turn around so I can see the number. Yep, that's Addison Everhart into the game. Second on the way for Salazar, and that one will be short. And the rebound brought down by Alana Bolton. Bolton with 3 boards in the ball game. Size to Mojica, push it over to Zepeda. Zepeda with Herrera on her, 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Hobbs will move on to Friday night as Zepeda almost losing the basketball, and Herrera will take it away from her and coming back over and tying her up. Nice job by Zepeda. And a good heads-up play by Herrera to see she could swipe that one. Aurelia Rivera will come in for Zepeda. Mojica, Size, Rivera, Everhart. Bolton on the floor for your Lady Eagles. Everhart tosses over, gets it to Size. Size with Espinoza on her close. They try and trap her up. Now she'll use up the dribble. Throws it to Bolton. Bolton will take it top of the arc. She'll cycle into the right lane. Put up a hook shot from 10, and Bolton gets it to fall. Alana Bolton in the book, and Hobbs back up by 30. As Espinoza, I think, got popped in the face, so she's going to have to come out. And in her place, hope she's okay, as Whiteman will come in. Katie Godwin will check in for the Lady Eagles. For Bolton, no, Bolton's still out there. I'll reset it in a minute. Oh, the push over to Whiteman. Whiteman trying to get it to the free throw line. Hobbs and Godwin get a hand on it, but it'll stay in Whiteman's hands for Volcano Vista. To Hines with 45 seconds to go. Everhart on her, very close. Hines picks up the dribble, bounce pass to the left block to Zavala. Now back out, and Hobbs will take it away with Rivera. Herrera off the steal, coast-to-coast shot up, no good, and Herrera brings it down for Volcano Vista. 27 seconds to go. Rivera on her tight. She'll find the outlet pass to Hines, who pulls up from the free throw line, and her shot up, no good. And it'll go back over to the Hobbs Lady Eagles with 19 seconds to go. As Navarro will check in now for Hobbs. Garcia back in for Volcano Vista. So Hobbs up by 30, and it will be Lady Eagle basketball. Inbound will go to Navarro. And they'll push it forward to Rivera, too hot to handle, and into the hands of Garcia. Garcia with 10 seconds to go. Rivera on her tight. She'll fall to the floor, but Herrera there to save it on the hawk at center court. Push it over. Garcia with 4, with 3. Now over to Salazar. Salazar to Hines at the buzzer, and that'll do it. And the Hobbs Lady Eagles are victorious after a tough-fought game, 67-37 our final. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap this one up. Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball continues in a moment on Eagle 100.5.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Attention oil patch companies. Is your team safety training ready to go on location? If you need safe land, CPR, and H2S training, Cannon Safety is who you need. They'll get you squared away with NCCER OQs and pipeline training. Cannon Safety has a variety of PW, Honeywell, H2S, and multi-gas personal monitors starting at $99. Nothing is more important than your company's safety. Don't waste any more time. Get a Cannon Safety professional on the job today. Google Cannon Safety Hobbs or call 575-738-0001.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby! Definitely good, healthy fun with family and friends is what you get at Bel Air Bowl, the only place to bowl for nearly 100 miles around. You can grab a snack and bowl, play pool, or even video arcade. They're the perfect place for a birthday party. Bel Air Bowl has got you covered and can make it happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They are located behind Big Lots in the Bel Air Shopping Center. Where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company. leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Back here at the Ring of Fire Gym at Volcano Vista, the Hobbs Lady Eagles knocking off Volcano Vista, second round of the APS Metro Tournament, 67-37. If you're just joining us, you may be thinking, wow, what a blowout. No, this was not a blowout at all, but we'll talk about that after we run the numbers. Volcano Vista, led by senior Mila Espinosa, finishes up her night with 20 points. She was really about the only offensive anything that Volcano Vista had tonight. 5 points for Jalissa Hines, 5 points Adriana Zavala, 3 points for Zuniga, 3 points for Garcia, and a point for Zoe Loretto. 26 rebounds as a team, led by Zavala with 7. Volcano Vista goes 5 of 16 from the free throw line. They had their troubles from the stripe. 29 rebounds tonight turnovers tonight for Volcano Vista. 26 rebounds as a team. So 13 in the first, 12 in the second, and then Hobbs held them to just 12 in the entire second half. For tonight, the Lady Eagles 3 in double figures, led by Aliana Armitage. 15 points for Armitage. She was also high rebounder with 11 points. Double-double for Armitage. Brett Clay also a double-double tonight. 14 points to go along with 10 rebounds. Nakaya Mojica finishes up with 13 points and 5 rebounds. 9 points for Bryn Hargrove on the night. Then you had 5 points for Kendall Cunningham to go along with 7 boards. 6 points Madison Zepeda. 3 points for Carolina Sides and 2 points for Atlanta Bolton. Hobbs dominant on the boards. Clay and Armitage both with double-doubles. 11 rebounds for Armitage, 10 for Clay, 44 rebounds as a team for the Lady Eagles. They were a little bit iffy from the line tonight at times. 7 of 14 from the free throw line and 19 turnovers, but not all that many, just 7 in the entire second half, and really probably 4 of those, maybe 5, were after the bottom of the bench came in. Not to say that the bottom of the bench is not good. It's just that sometimes will happen. 6 points in the first. Yeah, you heard me right. 6 points in the first. 16 in the second. 31 in the third. And then 14 points in the fourth to give Hobbs their 67. So a 30-point victory. At one point, Hobbs was down by 8 in this one. Early in the first quarter, it was 10-2 in favor of Volcano Vista. Volcano Vista up by 7 at the end of the first quarter. They were only up by 3 in the second. They went up by 5 early in the third quarter, and then Hobbs all of a sudden just reeled off a 31-4 run to take the lead, and the Lady Eagles never looked back after that. But a scare tonight, at least early, from Coach Lisa Villarreal's Volcano Vista Lady Hawks, but the Lady Eagles find their groove in the second half, charge back, and take the victory in this one. Our final again, 67-37. So with the win, Hobbs will improve to 14-1 on the season, and they will await the victor of Albuquerque High and Rio Rancho, 7 o'clock on Friday night from Sandia High School. We will be with you for that. Of course, congratulations to the Hobbs boys getting the big victory over Valley to move through in the consolation bracket tonight. They'll also be playing at 7 o'clock on Friday night. That will be from Highland High School here at the APS Metro Tournament. So with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on this one. A tough first half, but the Lady Eagles finding their stroke in the second and getting the 30-point victory over the Volcano Vista Lady Hawks. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noalmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Lady Eagle basketball on Eagle 100.5, brought to you by Lee County State Bank, Lasco Construction, Divine Energy, Hobbs Express, Thriftway and La Tienda, Master Plumbers, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bel Air Bowl, Cannon Safety, TDS Telecom, the First American Bank of Hobbs, Forest Tire Company, Badger, NMR Pipeline, Zamora's Car Care, Ampersand Media and Design, and The Model. For Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing, for Dawn Morgan, who's on assignment, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Volcano Vista High School. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noalmark Broadcasting and Eagle 100.5 Sports. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Friday.
song goes out to the life, the legacy, the memory of Andrew Patrick Wood. He was born on this day in 1966, and though he passed away when he was just 24 years old in 1990, there is no denying the influence that he had in the Seattle scene back in the late 80s and even in that early part of 1990. He helped form the band Mother Love Bone with Stone Gossard and Jeff Ament, who would later be part of Pearl Jam. And they recorded one album, their debut album, Apple. And when Andrew Wood died, then a few guys got together and they formed the band Temple of the Dog to pay tribute to him. And so you can just see all of these connections to Andrew Wood, man, that go on into the worlds of Pearl Jam and Temple of the Dog and Soundgarden and on and on and on. Well, it also affects Alice in Chains because the song you just heard, Wood, that is spelled W-O-U-L-D, is actually a tribute to Andrew Wood. And so right now, man, we celebrate Andrew Wood.
The Loudwire app or visit Loudwire.